Take a look at these words. They're the same words repeated, correct? No. These words are heteronyms, or more simply, words that look the same but have different meanings and different pronunciations. I'm Jesse, and I'd like to welcome you back to Dynamic English, where we make videos that are both educational and entertaining. Before we start today's video, be sure to click that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on our newest content. All right, let's get started with our first pair of words. Repeat the correct pronunciation after me. Our first pair is close and close. Close means you are near something. For example, I am close to the door. Close. I need to close the door. Notice with this word, the S is actually pronounced like a Z. Close. Next is wind and wind. Wind is the air that moves around us. For example, there's not much wind today. Wind. Wind is a verb that means to twist and turn, or to move in a zigzag pattern, similar to a snake. Wind can also mean to wrap or roll something. I will wind this string around my finger. Wind. Now, the past tense of wind is wound, not to be confused with wound. I wound the string around my finger. I wound the string too tight. Now I have a wound. Wound. If you do have a wound, maybe you will cry. If so, that water falling from your eyes is called a tear. Don't confuse this word with the word tear. Tear is a verb that means to rip, split, or separate something. For example, I am going to tear this string off of my finger. Tear. Next, we're going to talk about animals, music, and swimming pools. 3 of my favorite things. Dove is a bird and a popular brand of soap and beauty products. Dove. Dove is the past tense of the verb to dive. For example, last weekend I dove into the pool many times. Dove. Next we have the words bass and bass. The first, bass, is a fish. Bass. The next word is bass. This refers to musical instruments that produce a lower pitch sound, such as a bass drum or a bass guitar. Bass. All right, excuse me for a moment. I just want to take a minute to tell you that if you're enjoying this video and want to keep improving your English, contact us to take a course. At Dynamic English, we offer flexible schedules for both group or individual courses, and all with native English-speaking teachers. The info is below, so what's your excuse? Excuse and excuse. To excuse is a verb that means to defend or justify something, or to release something. Notice that the S actually sounds like a Z. Excuse. An excuse is a reason or explanation used to justify an action. Excuse. No, I'm not making excuses. I can't go right now because I'm making another Dynamic English video. Next we have minute and minute. A minute is 60 seconds in time. We have 1,440 minutes every day. Minute. Minute is an adjective that refers to something very small. This can refer to something of little importance or a very small physical object. Minute. Speaking of objects, that brings me to our next pair of words. Object and object. An object is a material thing that can be seen and touched, such as a glass or a book. Object. To object is a verb that means to show strong disagreement or opposition to something. Object. Notice that the O in object actually sounds like a UH. Object. If a lawyer objects to something in court, it will be on the court record. Notice the difference between record and record. A record is an account kept in writing or some other permanent form. Record can also be used to indicate an achievement, such as a world record. Or a record can be the thin, black, flat disc used to play music. Record. Record is a verb that means to produce something in permanent form, such as music or this video, for example. Record. And last, we have perfect and perfect. To perfect something is to practice it until it is as good as it can possibly be. Perfect. And we have perfect, which means having all of the desired qualities or attributes. Perfect. So if you're looking to perfect your English, the perfect option for you is dynamic English. Let's repeat today's words. Close, close. Wind, wind. Tear, tear. Wound, wound. Bass, base. Excuse, excuse. Minute, minute. Dove, dove. Object, object. Record, record. Perfect, perfect. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep watching more like it, you can do so by clicking here. That's all the time I have for today. I thank you so much for joining me. See you guys next time.